I'm the Regional Relationship Manager for Voice of the Martyrs Queensland, and I wish to thank Pastor Matt allowing me to speak and share a short story about the persecuted church. Like Pastor Matt said, I will be back at the auditorium, close the service with books and resources that are completely complimentary to anyone who wants one. So please come and say hello, and if you have any questions that you may have. This is an abbreviated story because of time, of course, but the story will be in our March issue of Voice of the Martyrs magazine. So if you're subscribed to it, you'll see the full story. And if you're not subscribed, there's a sign-up sheet, there's a QR code, there's cards you can take, fill out, and subscribe to the magazine. It's called Out of the Flames. While living in North Korea, On was an elite soldier in the North Korean military. One evening, in an attempt to save a portrait of the North Korean communist founder Kim Il-sung from a fire, On suffered severe burns resulting in the need of having 40 surgical procedures. On was supposed to be awarded a certificate for his bravery, but instead received a phone call one day from an officer asking for a bribe to receive it. On felt deeply betrayed by the regime that he had served faithfully, and as a result began to question the ideology that he held all his life. Eventually he decided to defect, a decision to his great surprise his father approved. On spent 6 months planning and preparing to leave, including obtaining poison so that, if arrested, he could kill himself. Then in February 2014, he and his sister began the perilous journey out of North Korea. They spent a year in China before On managed to make his way to South Korea. Sadly, his sister was arrested in China before she could follow him and was returned to North Korea, where she was imprisoned. She was released in 2020, but then her health was in such poor condition that a year later, at 39 years old, she died. After On arrived in South Korea, he quickly fell into depression. However, he met members of the church and through them began attending services. I can remember when I met the Lord one Friday night at a prayer meeting. I began to cry tears that I held in for so long. God touched the scars that were in my heart. I began to reinterpret my life in the light of the gospel. I began to dream new dreams in the Lord and to start a new life in the Lord. I had been rejected by the North Korean government, and I had lived such a meaningless life. The Lord gave me new dreams and hopes. On who is now married with a young son, has enrolled in a Bible college that is hopeful that one day the door will reopen for reunification in the Korean Peninsula.